Hello everybody, back again here with a review for the G1 Special in San Francisco. Yeah. I'm gonna try something new here with my background. I just set my chair different and kind of turn it and see how this turns out, because I think it'd look better like this. That is a new picture. I'll point out there. That's made by my best friend Bailey's sister. Thank you again for that. I really appreciate it. Sam is her name. Yeah, awkward way for shout outs, but whatever. I really appreciate the picture. It's really awesome, and I think it looks great in the background. Picture my logo. So yeah, got something up that's my logo. So yeah, doing good. But enough about me. This show, wow. This was something else, I gotta say. Man, a lot of stuff I gotta comprehend. There's good, and then there's some bad I need to talk about. And I think some of you know what's gonna be the bad I'm gonna talk about. Because there's one thing tonight that really is bad. And yeah, well, let's get into it. Alright, first match of the night was Bullet Club versus Chaos. Bullet Club consisting of Chase Owens, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Haku. Haku's back, that's awesome. And Chaos featuring Gato, Rocky Romero, Sho, Yo, and Yoshihashi. It was pretty great. I love this opening match. It was a lot of fun. Lots of cool stuff with Haku. Him and Yoshihashi started out in the ring, and it was lots and lots of fun. Just everybody flying everywhere. So many cool spots. The Tongans are just really kicking ass the whole time, just destroying everybody. Like Haku and his sons the whole time are just kind of triple teaming everybody. It's a lot of fun. The match ends with Gato, the whole match is kind of going in Bullet Club's favor, but then Gato comes in and just starts going to town, everybody kicking ass. But then Haku, he grabs him by the beard and is just throwing him around, and then feeds him basically to his son for the win. So yeah, stun gun to Gato for the win. This match, I'd probably say, is a 6 out of 10. A lot of fun. A lot of fun for this match. I enjoyed it. Next up is Chaos versus Suzuki-gun. Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano versus Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. This is an awesome match. The match started out with Ishii and Suzuki continuing their feud, just pounding the shit out of each other, just throwing elbows, throwing everything, submissions, just tons and tons of shit. It's just great. Sabre and Suzuki here's what happens. Ishii at the start in the match, he starts to get control and beating up Suzuki, and Suzuki actually runs away. He tagged in Zack Sabre Jr., which is kind of a cool moment. It's like, oh man, he actually got Minoru Suzuki to run. Really cool little story beat there by Ishii and Suzuki. Yano then gets in, and him, and he's doing his comedy bits, and Sabre, is just like, enough of this bullshit, and just keeps getting wrist locks in and beating him up. It's just great stuff. The whole match, just fantastic. There's a part where Suzuki and Sabre, they are both doing submission moves onto Yano. Suzuki has an arm bar, or basically controlling his arm. The Sabre's doing the leg, and they both do the leg, and then it's Sabre going to the arm. They are just basically going around Yano. That was a cool ass spot. I loved it. That was amazing. And then this match, Yano tries to go for the low blow, but Zack Sabre Jr. catches his low blow again, with his knees and tries to basically throw in the hammerlock, but Ishii comes in, clotheslines him for the win. And then Yano basically cradles him for the win. This match, I'd say, is a 7 for me. It was a lot of fun. I recommend checking it out. Sorry that the match isn't going into much detail as I usually do. I forgot to take notes because I was watching with my friend. But yeah, man, trying to get my friend Bailey, into New Japan. So yeah, I think it's working because I think she really likes this New Japan stuff. She's a big fan of Cody Rhodes, so me and her had a really fun rivalry with the Cody Kenny match because two favorite wrestlers. Oh yeah, at the end, Suzuki is so pissed. They're destroying the outside. Suzuki wants to run in with a chair, but the Young Lions are trying to stop him. And I'm like, no, don't do that. And then Zack Sabre Jr. grabs the Young Lion, just tosses him out. I'm like, oh my god, Zack Sabre Jr. is joining in. And then Suzuki hits the other Young Lion with a chair. That was a lot of fun. I just love watching Minoru Suzuki beat up Young Lions. It's the best shit. So yeah, that match was awesome. Next up is Hangman Page at Marty Scurll versus Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kushida. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of really good mat wrestling. Lots of just really good shit in this match. I loved it, man. This match is a lot of fun. Kushida's kicking ass. Him and Marty are doing good stuff. And then you got what else? Oh yeah, Hangman Page is doing really good. Tanahashi, great as always, doing his air guitar stuff, and then throwing it away. I love me some Tanahashi. I love me everybody. So yeah, I love this match, man. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, Kushida really hitting lots of cool moves like the bicycle kick and Pele kicks, all this stuff. Marty Scurll at one point, he had Tanahashi. He's trying to go for the crossface chicken wing, but he can't get those fingers together. He just can't do it, so that fails. But next thing you know, there's a rite of passage from Page for the win on Kushida. So yeah, this match, I'd say another 7 out of 10 tag match. Really good stuff to open the show, I gotta say. Like I pointed out to my friend that one thing I like about this compared to WWE is that when WWE does like matches for the opening, they're usually just like, they're fun. I mean, unless it's like Seth Rollins' matches, and it's like, yeah, that's the best match of the night, basically. You're killing it. Shouldn't put that first. It should be like the main event, maybe. But yeah, like New Japan, it's like every match is just really entertaining. There's lots of entertaining stuff and great wrestling in it. I love it. Hiroki Goto versus Jeff Cobb for the Never Openweight Championship. This match is kind of a introduction to me for Jeff Cobb. Like I've heard of his name and I've heard about the stuff he did. Not really followed him too much, but like this kind of made me a fan of him. I'm like, my god, Jeff Cobb, you're great. These guys are just trading blows. Jeff Cobb is doing like lots of wrestling because I guess he was an amateur wrestler. Huge guy though, like 260 I think they said. I mean they exaggerate in wrestling, but I mean this guy might be 260. He's huge, big boy. Like yeah, lots of suplexes from Jeff Cobb. Tries to go for a standing moonsault but misses the first time, which is like, oh no. There's lots of just really cool stuff in this. There's a Goto, he's trying to be the face in this match. Like it was supposed to be kind of like a Jeff Cobb is the heel and then Goto is the face, but it didn't really work out that way. It more kind of went in the direction of like Goto is like the heel and Cobb is the face. Everybody loved Cobb a lot more, but whatever, man. There's just so much cool stuff in this match. I recommend this too. I recommend this whole show, honestly. And man, like they're just trading lariats, all this stuff. But and then there's a spot where Cobb, he hits Goto with a clothesline. Goto does a flip and then lands. Then he hits him with the moonsault for a near fall, which I lost my mind. I'm like, that, I thought that was it. Nah. But then Hiroki Goto hits the GTR for the win. Retain the title. I'd give that one a 7.5 out of 10. That's a really good match. Really excellent. Loved it. Next up is Los Ingobernables de Japon's Evil and Sonata versus the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, for the IWGP Tag Team Championship. This match was fucking awesome. If you are not watching New Japan, watch it, because the Young Bucks are the best thing for tag team wrestling. I don't even want them to go to WWE because I feel like they just water them down and it would suck. I love these guys. They're the best. Wow, this match was so good. Yeah, just there's tons of cool Young Bucks spots. You know, they start off the match. They're like I think it's it's Sonata and Sonata and Nick start out. Sonata, he hits I got like a sheet opened up that's telling me the card and a little bit of information, but like, you know, I'm trying not to really read that. I'm trying to recall it from my memory. It's corner set cage side seats that I'm looking at, you know, to kind of get this out. But yeah, you know, I'm just like maybe skimming through a little bit if I need to remember a couple things. But yeah, you know, trying to just remember it from memory. I honestly just say watch the show if you want, you know, something like this. But yeah, so it starts out Sonata and Nick. Sonata, he hits Matt off the apron, so then Nick goes and just hits Evil off the apron. That was a funny spot. Later, a little bit on, they're all four guys are just fighting each other, and here goes Evil's on. Like, they all try to like hit elbow drops, but they all miss, and the Evil goes for a senton, but then like Matt goes around, wraps his legs around Evil's head, and then after that he goes over, and next thing you know, Sonata goes over, puts his like legs around his head, and then Nick is just like, all right, time for the sharpshooter. Puts Evil in the sharpshooter, and all guys like, aha. It was pretty great. It's like the world's a human centipede version of the sharpshooter. That was pretty funny. There's just lots of cool stuff like that. They go flying outside the ring a lot. They tease Evil going to the outside, but Nick and Matt hit him with a super kick for going for that. There's like more bang for your bucks going around everywhere. There's that spot, but then Sonata gets the knees up and then rolls out of the way for the other moonsault. It's just great. Just lots of cool shit like that. 450s. Nick's trying to go for the sharpshooter a lot. Evil, when he gets in, he just starts German suplexing everybody like he's Brock Lesnar. Just really cool stuff. Just really cool shit. The ref gets knocked out at one point, and Evil goes in to grab a chair and just goes in and just tries to attack everybody. But you know what? Here comes the Young Bucks. They stop him, and they super kick the chair into Evil's face. They're going for a Meltzer driver right onto the chair, but then Evil basically reverses that. That gets reversed, and it ends up being a tombstone on the chair. And it's like, great, it's over. It's 1, 2, and then Matt comes in just to make the save, barely saving the titles. After that, Magic Killer onto Nick, and then another kick out, just surprising. It's just like, wow, this match is fantastic. there's a oh yeah, Sonati goes to the top. He dives at them. Super kick to him. Next thing you know, it's like everybody's down. They pick up Evil. They both do it, and they do the Meltzer driver onto him for the win. It's just awesome. I love this match. I give that one a 9 out of 10. It was that damn good. Fucking awesome. Check it out. Check it out, man. I promise next time I do a New Japan review, I'll take notes. It's just, company and all that, blah, blah, blah. I'll make sure I take them next time, because, this kind of sucks. I don't have notes. I gotta remember with my brain and maybe read a little bit on here to remember. Next, you got Chaos, which is Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay versus LIJ with Bushi and Tetsuya Naito. This match was a pretty good match after that. Kind of calm. Lots of talent. The fans are going crazy for Okada and Naito. Naito does his little tranquilo pose and stuff. There's Okada and Naito are going at for a bit. Tags in, and then we go with Will Ospreay and Bushi, both doing really cool stuff. Let's see. There's Frankensteiners everywhere. There's a springboard into Will Ospreay, but just lots of cool stuff. This is hard, man. I need to take notes, Joe. Come on. Okay, there's a part where Bushi, he takes off his shirt like normal, starts choking out Ospreay with it, but the ref basically breaks that up. He refuses to count the thing. He's like, "Don't do that again." Throws the shirt. Just lots of cool stuff like that. There's just a lot of cool stuff in this match. There's a point where it's like Naito and Okada again. They're just trying to trade back and forth with finishers. Okada keeps going for tombstones, but then Naito keeps trying to go for the Destino, but then Okada goes back. It's just back and forth trades off for these finishers. But you know what? It just doesn't work. There's a reverse tombstone pile driver. Just not a good time for everybody. Will Ospreay and Bushi get back in, do a little bit more stuff, and then Ospreay hits the Stormbreaker for the win. This match, I'd probably say, is 6.5. Good, because they had some excellent guys, but it's kind of just a match to calm everybody down. For the next match, Dragon Lee versus Hiromu Takahashi. Remember when I said not everything's good? This is what I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure you all know why if you watched it, and if you didn't, well, I'll explain why. Okay, well, let me tell you something about this match. It's an excellent match. Hiromu Takahashi and Dragon Lee put on a great match. It starts out, Dragon Lee, he hits he throws Hiromu outside, hits him with an awesome suicide dive. Just keeps doing all this really cool shit. Dragon mocks Naito. He does the little tranquilo pose and all that. Lots of cool stuff. Hesitation drop kicks. There's just so much cool stuff. Takahashi, he gets a head scissors for Lee with Lee doing basically a cartwheel to reverse that. Then he goes for it again, and that works. Dragon Lee is on the outside. Takahashi goes to the top, does like a seated senton right onto him. Looks so brutal. I'm like, Takahashi, his leg was on the top of the barricade. I'm like, any more force, that could have snapped his goddamn leg. That would have ended his night, probably. Who knows? Taking him out of action for a couple years, man. Because my grandpa has like snapped, and he still has leg problems because of it. He's got bolts in his leg. It's terrible. There's a part where they're both like on top of the ropes and they're teasing like a suplex to the outside, and it doesn't happen, but it ends up with a stomp from Dragon Lee onto a Trio Voe stomp onto Takahashi from Dragon Lee, which looked awesome. I was like, that's great, and it was safe. I'm like, good job, nobody died on that spot. Yeah, like there's just so much cool shit. Dragon Lee tries to get back in the ring, but Takahashi grabs up and just power bombs him, leading to both men getting into the ring before the count of 20, which is like, oh man. There's these guys are just slugging it out the whole time, just killing each other. Just awesome. There's a part where he gets Takahashi back body drops Dragon Lee into the turnbuckles. That looked great. Just so much cool stuff. Then here comes the part where he gets Takahashi gets a triangle choke. Here's a rant coming. Just wait, people. There's a deadlift powerbomb from Dragon Lee. He hits it, but Takahashi still hangs on. So Dragon Lee decides, he's going to do a package dragon driver to him. Alright. From this position, Takahashi lands on his fucking head, and his neck is fucked up. He's got a concussion, and he's... God. That was awful. This is the thing that sucks about the juniors, I say, is that every time I watch them, I'm just scared because I'm like, someone's going to die in the ring one of these days. One of these shows, someone's going to land on their neck and they're never going to walk again, or they're going to die. Well, look at that. Your champion just landed on his neck. I don't want to say that, like, I want them to just stop doing cool stuff, because it's like, I like watching cool stuff. It's cool. But when I'm starting to see people almost die in the ring, I don't want to see that. I watch wrestling because I want to be entertained. I don't want to be like scared to watch people get hurt and stuff. That's not what wrestling's about. It's not about watching people get hurt. It's about entertainment. Entertaining the fans without killing yourself too hard. I think it's more impressive to watch a match where two guys get out of it and they're not hurt than watching a match where two guys get out of it and their bodies are destroyed and they can't walk. And you know what? The next thing you see is that they basically try to go for a couple more moves, and then Takahashi hits a time bomb for the win, and it looks so rushed. It was obviously rushed because Takahashi probably did a couple moves, and then he was like, I can't do this. My neck is too bad. So they just said, all right, we got to get to the finish right now, because the match seemed a lot shorter than it should have been. That seemed like that final 3/4 of the match, like was starting at that point, like when like they went for that, like when that move got botched. But yeah, that was so bad to watch. And I just saw a report that said that Takahashi was immediately rushed to the hospital afterwards to look at his neck. So he's got a neck injury right now. Who knows how long he'll be on the shelf from this? I mean, maybe if we're lucky he'll be fine and he can do like a match and still be champion. But I mean, I don't think that we're going to be lucky. I think we're going to have to crown a new IWGP Junior Champion right now, because our current one just broke his neck. It's just a damn shame to watch. I love Takahashi. I love Dragon Lee. I love the junior division. But man, you guys almost kill yourselves every night, and it's scary. I'm scared to watch it. Well, I got a text. Oh man, it's so hard to watch that. But hey, you know what? The match was good. Part of me wants to say I recommend it, but then part of me wants to say I don't, because I don't want people to watch that terrible injury. Who knows? Takahashi might be out for a while. I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard much news about it. I just saw a little headline when I was, on Google, but yeah, it's like he's hurt. What are we gonna do now? Well, next is Switchblade Jay White versus Juice Robinson for the IWGP United States Championship. And surprisingly, one of the best matches of the entire night. Oh yeah, Takahashi versus 8 out of 10. It would have been a 9 or a 10, maybe, if there wasn't that botch that scared the shit out of me. But yeah, Switchblade Jay White versus Juice Robinson for the United States Championship. They announced that Juice cannot use his cast in the match. So, yeah, he can't use the left hand. And I thought, oh wait, wasn't it like the story in going that his dominant hand was hurt? But it's like, oh, he's left-handed. Okay, so I forget, I didn't realize that he was left-handed. I guess because it's like I'm so right-handed and stuff. I'm like, whatever, Wow, this match was fantastic, I gotta say. Yeah, they go to the outside early, just beating the crap out of each other and stuff. Everybody's throwing each other into the barricade, landing chops. There's just so much cool shit. There's a Jay White back suplexed Juice over the ropes, throws him into the barricade, just throws everybody around, he throws him in the turnbuckles for a near fall. He starts beating on his broken hand. That was kind of the story of the match, that he's just doing all these submissions, pounding on his hand, just really hurting him. Yeah, it's just really cool stuff. There's so many uppercut, there's a spot where Juice is stuck on the rope like this, and he just keeps getting chopped by Jay White. Jay White just keeps chopping him and chopping him. He says, "Come on, you piece of shit," and then just hits him with another and another. It's just crazy. Man, I have to say, that's just brutal to watch. But yeah, there's a spot in where there's just so many cool spots in this match. They go to the outside again, and in one of the coolest moments of this match, he takes Juice Robinson Switchblade and he throws him right into the barricades and knocks over Jim Ross and almost takes out Josh Barnett, and Josh Barnett says, "You fucked up now." He gets up, takes off his headset, he starts going after Switchblade, and he's just ready to go kick his ass, but then the referee, Red Shoes, is like, "No, stop, you're gonna hurt, don't do that." And then Josh Barnett has to just compose himself and go back. Which, are they really gonna do a Josh Barnett versus Switchblade match? I mean, that'd be cool. But yeah, I thought that was awesome. That was an awesome moment. I'm like, oh man, because he's like, "You don't hurt my friend like that." They were like, yes, that's amazing. But yeah, they get back in the ring. There's the cool spot where Juice and him are, they're trying to trade finishers back and forth. They go for sling blades, but then it gets reversed, and then try to go for pulp friction stuff. Then probably the coolest part of the match was when Jay White, he basically throws Juice into the referee, and Red Shoes is hiding like this, and he low blows Juice Robinson, and Juice Robinson's down. He's like, no. So he's leaning on Red Shoes. Red Shoes is still cowering in the corner. Jay White comes over to him, so Juice is like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna cheat too, and smashes him right in the face with his cast, and then hits Pulp Friction for a near fall. So close. But yeah, really good stuff. Wait, I forgot to mention another awesome spot was when Juice Robinson and him are on the apron. So Juice, he hits him with a side Russian leg sweep right off of the apron, and I was like, no, that hurts. Both got in at 19 after that. So bad. Yeah, it's just really cool. Yeah, he goes for Pulp Friction again, but Jay White keeps stopping him, and there's a half Nelson suplex onto him. Goes for the Blade Runner, and that gets reversed into a roll up, and Juice Robinson is your new freaking IWGP United States champion. And the crowd went crazy for this match. I went crazy at the end. I'm like, finally, an American holding the U.S. title. It's like, can you believe it took 3 champions to do that? Like, I thought it was weird because, you know what? I forgot, like, Kenny was a Canadian. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's not American. No fault of your own, Kenny. I still love you. You're my favorite. But, yeah, like, Juice Robinson, he was so excited. You could tell that he was just really happy to be the new champion. I loved it. It's just great. Juice Robinson, man, I'm happy for you. He's running around, he's high-fiving the fans, taking pictures. He gives Red Shoes the biggest hug ever, and Red Shoes is like, good job, yeah. It's just really awkward. Yeah, I love Red Shoes. He's the best ref ever. Screw you, Earl Hebner. Red Shoes is where it's at. And yeah, basically it took us into the break. That's how much they were, he was celebrating. Leading to our final match. Cody Rhodes versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Man. This match starts off intense. They're just pounding at each other. They're running the ropes, running into each other, two big men just trying to beat the shit out of each other, just mad. Cody's mad at Kenny. Kenny's mad at Cody. And the Young Bucks are out in the ring just really, really trying to keep their cool. They're just like, they don't want to see anybody. They came out with Kenny, but they still don't want to see Cody hurt. They're family. They hate to watch their family fight. Man. Yeah, there's a part where Cody and Kenny, they get to the floor. Cody and him start brawling. They toss each other into barricades and stuff. But Kenny, he flips Cody onto the timekeeper table. And then Kenny gets up on the guardrail. He tells the Young Bucks to hold the railing. Which, that's actually a smart way to keep the railing instead of having the referee hold it and have the whole thing look fake. He jumps off, does a double stomp right through the table onto Cody. And it was pretty awesome. Oh, man. That was really cool. They're hidden drag. Kenny gets him back in the ring. They're all like hidden dragon suplexes, all this stuff. But then Cody hits one of his own. Just so much cool stuff like that. Kenny, he goes for the V trigger. Cody early on just keeps stopping it. They're just going back and forth. They go for a figure 4, and like they start trading punches in the figure 4, but Cody still won't let go. But then Kenny just gets that pressure reversed, and Cody has to go to the ropes to break the hold. There's a part where they go outside. Kenny grabs a ladder. Cody grabs a chair. They're ready to just start, fighting with weapons. And Red Shoes grabs the chair from Cody. He's like, no, you're not using that. So Cody, he grabs Kenny, body slams him onto the chair that was sitting on the bottom rope. That looks really painful. And then the chair, then the ladder got set up on the outside, like it's resting on the apron, but it's still hanging there. So then Cody basically is like, out front. Kenny teases suplexing Cody, but then Cody gets back down and does a front suplex right onto the ladder. The ladder goes down, really down, and then it bounces back up, hits Kenny right in the face. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have another situation like Joey Mercury. Yeah, Joey Mercury, where his face just exploded when the ladder hit it. But no, he's fine. He was okay. Man, that was just crazy. But yeah, then the ladder gets set up back in the ring. Cody puts Kenny on the table outside, and he teases like, "Oh, I'm gonna dive on him." But Kenny gets up on there, and they start fighting on top. Kenny teases suplexing Cody through that table next, and Cody then suplexes Kenny off the ladder into the ring. Crazy shit. And then near fall from that. They get up, they start just brawling and stuff, and Kenny starts hitting V triggers, and he kind of teases he goes for the one winged angel. He just can't get up, but then this time gets it up, and everybody's like, oh crap, one winged angel. But Kenny turns him around, and Cody tries to punch him, but Kenny just runs and throws Cody out of the ring, and Cody hits his back of the head on the table and just splat to the floor. Brandy and the Young Bucks go over to check on him. Kenny sat on the apron like, man, this match is turning me into a monster. So yeah, Kenny grabs him again, and they just get back in the ring, and they're ready to and Kenny's trying to hit more V triggers onto Cody. He already hit 10, but Brandy gets in there. She's like, no, stop, you're hurting him. And Cody basically says to his wife, get out of here, it's fine, I'm gonna take it. This match is crazy. Just starts. Then Kenny goes for that V trigger, the big V trigger, trying to finish this. But then Cody gets up and bam, clothesline to keep himself in this match. Oh, so much cool stuff. Just so much cool stuff in this match. They were basically killing each other. Nick and Matt get that. Oh yeah, they got the ladder out of the ring earlier. But Nick and Matt and Brandy are watching from the outside, and they're not looking happy to watch this match. It's they're telling a great story. All people in this match, including Red Shoes, including the crowd, were telling the best story of this match. That is just Kenny and Cody taking each other to the limits, and Kenny becoming a monster, basically becoming something he doesn't want to be. Fantastic story, man. So, yeah, Cody, he hits a crossroads for a near fall on Kenny. So much cool stuff like that. And Kenny finally, after so long, hits the V-trigger, gets him up on his shoulders for that one-winged angel for the win. And is like, oh, man. By the end of that match, I was just tired. I think that this match was epic. It's definitely one of my favorite matches of the year. I think it might be my third favorite of the year so far, man. I mean, sadly it bumped Tommaso and Gargano down. But yeah, I love this match. This match is fantastic. Oh, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It gets a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm giving it a 10. This match is great. Told a great story. After the match, Kenny's holding the title, and he helps up Cody with Brandy. He helps him up. And Cody and Brandy just walk off, and Kenny, he's holding that title, and he looks like he's just not celebrating like he should. He's not celebrating that great title win. So he gives this really great speech about how putting over Cody, putting over everybody. And he says that I'm gonna work my hardest. Everybody can look up to me because I'm gonna give us the best matches out of the best roster in the world, basically. And it's awesome. The speech was great. They get up there, the Tongans and Haku are up there, and it's great. Grills of Destiny and Haku, they're all up there. They're celebrating, and Kenny does his this, and the Young Bucks are doing their pose. It's awesome. Oh wait, it's like that. Failure. And yeah, then next thing you know, as they're doing that pose, they all, Haku, Tama, Tonga, and Tonga Loa all attack. And they just start beating them and beating them and beating them and beating them. Destroying all of them, grabbing chairs, just throwing everybody around. Next thing you know, here comes Adam Page for the save, but Adam Page gets taken out. Here comes Marty Scurll for the save. They get taken out. Destroying everybody with chairs and stuff. And then here comes Chase Owens and Tokyo Pimp to come down and be like, whoa, hey, guys, stop. And they get in there and they check on Kenny, they check on everybody. But then they get grabbed and they're just getting thrown around. Everybody's beating them up. Haku, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga just all destroying everybody. Just killing them. And they all took off their Bullet Club shirts and they're wearing this shirt that says Firing Squad BC. So they're kind of like that OG Bullet Club stuff. Like, yeah, you know what? We're the foundation. We're the foundation of Bullet Club. Not you, Kenny. Just stuff like that, and it's fantastic. It's like they're just destroying everybody. It's like, who's going to save them? Out comes Cody Rhodes. And the Tongans, they're like, Cody. They hand him a chair, like, finish Kenny. And Cody's like, all right, I'll do it. I'll finish Kenny. He's about to do it, but then he hits Tonga Loa and just starts, fighting off them and just like going crazy. But then they get back and just kill Cody next. Every member of Bullet Club is down. All of them are laid out with chair shots and stuff, and they go down to Kenny, Tama Tonga. He's like, "This is your fault. This is all you. You're the reason for this." And wow. They walk off. They say, "We're Bullet Club. We're all equal. This is a family. This is family. Not what Kenny has going on." And they hold up a flag. It's just crazy. But then Bullet Club, they recover. They get up after they leave. And Cody gets up. Everybody's up. Cody extends his hand to Kenny Omega, lifts him up, and gives him a big hug. And is like, wow, Bullet Club is finally back together to go take on that new threat. And man, this got me hyped. I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be great. It's like, wow. Yeah, everybody's hugging and all that. They all like are one sweeting, and it's just great stuff. And Cody Rhodes, he grabs a flag from a fan that says good night and goodbye. They all stand up on the top of the ramp and all pose, and then that closes our show. What an excellent show! Once again, one of the New Japan with a great ass show. I gave Dominion, I think, a 10. Or something like that, like something high. If not, I think Dominion is a 10. This show wasn't Dominion good, I'd say. Like, there's still stuff that I was like, oh, not so good about. Well, I actually didn't even review Dominion. Dominion is a 10 for me. But yeah, this show I'd probably say is a 8 out of 10. An awesome show. I recommend it to everybody. If you don't want to watch a guy break his neck, don't watch Takahashi versus Dragon Lee, because that was brutal, and I don't want to see that ever again. But man, great show. Good job, New Japan. You guys always kick ass, and I love you guys. You're the best. And yeah, I can't wait to see where this goes, where the story of Bullet Club's going to be, what's up with Tama Tonga and his brother and their father. What's next? What's the next chapter? I am excited to see. I think we're going to get Kenny versus Tama Tonga as my prediction. But yeah, that's all we can do now is predict and hope for the best. So yeah. Well, that's a recording. I'll see you guys. I'll watch Raw tomorrow. Record a review for that and put it up. And yeah. I'll see you guys then. So all I have to say is goodbye and good night. bang.